Welcome back to Watson's Wagon. So today is Sunday. I forget the date, but it's today because you're watching the video today. And what is today? 25th? 26th. I think it's the 26th. Anyways, today is my rim day. I'm going to put these wheels together, and I'll demonstrate on one of them how to get the bud rim together. Get the tube in, the flap, and all that business. I know there's a bunch of videos out there, but I haven't seen any specific to the M37 or, dealing with the M37. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of turn the camera around, give you a quick walk around of what's going on, and just get to it. Well, here we are inside the shop, and give you a little different angle of what I'm working on. And this thing's been sitting for a year easy without me touching it. And I'm hitting retirement now. I'm on administrative leave, so I have time to start working on this. We'll need to get this tackled, obviously, but I did do that for the front. See all the leaves blowing in here. But we're going to work on clearing up some floor space, because the more weight you put on the vehicle, the more floor space you get back. So we're going to put these wheels together because all of this was occupying floor space. That's right. And here's the end result. I did this as a test fit a couple of days ago. It went together perfectly and without any problems. And so I want to demonstrate to you how I do that. And yeah, so let's go see what we have here. Got my other rims prepped, and my locking rings. I've got the rubbers. It's 55 degrees out here right now, so I've got all the rubber sitting in the sunlight just to kind of help soften it up, make it pliable. And that's what I do. I cleaned the wheels yesterday, did a little, put some chemical on there and pressure washed them and got them cleaned up. And then scooped out all the water on the inside and wiped out the internal portion of the tire. Humma. And that's it. Also, when I did the rims, I wire wheeled the lip underneath all the way around. So I've got a good, clean mating surface on all the rims and on the locking rings. Tools I'm going to be using. Got air hose, obviously. All right, some tire tools. These are real nice ones here. Got the little hook on them. Rubber mallet. I'm going to try not to use that mallet today. And pretty much it. So the tires, they got an ugly side and they got a nice pretty side. Ugly side is going to go to the inside of the truck, and pretty side is going to go out. And the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get these inner tubes in. And you'll notice they have the nice long steel, or not steel, but well, it might be steel, but the metal valve stems. I got all of these internal parts from Midwest Military. And anyways, so whatever's the nice side in the outer part of the rim, you want that stem to be up, because you're going to have to access it, obviously. So we're going to stuff this thing in here. I'll tell you what, being in the sun really helped me make this a lot easier. Okay, and make that rubber pliable. All right, so the inner tube is in there. We're going to add a little bit of air. I'm just going to fill it up enough to kind of fill the cavity. Round up this inner tube. Come on now. Once you have this aired up, don't put too much air in there, or else you won't be able to get your flap in up under here. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this in, and I don't know if this is right or not, but there's a long side and short side, and the short side of it looks like it's off center, that this is more on the bottom half. I'm going to set that in there. Go ahead and start feeding this flap around. This side. Okay. All right. I'm lining up the valve stem. Probably not going to catch this on video, but we're going to go through this slot. There we go. All right, so the split you want opposite of your valve stem. And we're going to get this side started. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to use the leverage to our advantage. And we're just going to use the rim and pry down. There's no need to beat the crap out of your wheel. Don't have to stop it. And I'm only going to put enough air in it. I'm only going to put enough air in it, probably about 30 pounds, to seal this up. Once this locking ring is in and it's done properly, she shouldn't budge on you. But the trick is to make sure that the tire, and you could lube this up if you want to, but I got these surfaces really clean. That tire should just kind of work itself over this ring. And let me get into the ring and show you something. The reason I showed you that nice clean gap between the rim and the tire, you don't want the tire catching this part of the ring. If it's pushing here as you're inflating and not riding up in this location, this is where you're going to run the risk of that ring snapping and killing you. So you got to be careful with that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little air pressure to this thing. See, it's still pretty loose. Only 10 pounds in there. Okay, so we've got about 25 to 30 pounds of air in this tire right now, and it's pretty solid. I took it slow because I want to make sure I'm getting even seal all the way around. That's why you see me hit it with a rubber mallet, just to kind of make sure that things are sort of, you know, adjusting or whatever. But I got a nice clean tight seal here. Now I will not bring this up to full pressure. I think these tires call for 60 pounds. But what I will do, and I'm not going to demonstrate it here, is I'm going to run chain, okay, through here. We'll take it up to pressure, and then that way if this thing does blow, or if there's a separation in this bead somewhere, the chain will catch it. But that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble everything. But before I do, I'm going to give this a little shot of paint, okay, and clean up my scuff marks. Only thing I'm going to do before I air it up is touch up scuff marks. That's all 5 of them. This one was, this is an STA tire. These are all Alliance. These are a match set. This is the oddball. So the oddball got the worst of the 5 rims because this will be the spare. So everything else will match and won't be a problem. The STA tire though is a little bit tougher to put in or put together because the sidewalls of the tire were, you know, much further collapsed in, and so even being in the sun, this took a little finagling to get the flap in. Other than that, it was pretty simple. With a tire that is squeezed together as tight as this one was, that's when you really want to pay attention to the inflation, because you have such a huge gap between the tire rim, you know, the rim of the tire, and the locking ring, and that's where you want to make sure that those two mesh together properly. So anyhow, like I said before, I'm just going to let these sit and until I'm ready for them to go on the truck, and at which time I'll go ahead and strap them, bring them up to pressure, and that'll be it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial. And to all my M37 bubbas out there, thanks for sticking with me and hanging out. I know it's been a long time and I'm sorry, but life happens, all right? So that's it. Get out there and work on your M37s, or work on those Dodges. Yeah.